common functions right on the front. This is the Vitamix Ascent A3500, top of the line. The very best we make. Super easy and convenient, better than any other model in the past. All Vitamixes are fantastic, but this is the premium model. We're even going to give you the premium finish, an extra $50 value for no extra charge. It comes in brushed stainless, it comes in brushed graphite. These are both premium metal finishes, but they're still going to give it to you for $549. We have the candy apple red. It looks metallic, but it's actually a plain plastic, or white. We don't have the white one out, but we can show you a picture online. But only here at the fair are you going to get the extra $100 chef scale. Let me show you how that makes it into next one. We have combined our efforts with the Perfect Company, who makes professional kitchen scales. This scale is accurate down to 1/100th of an ounce or 1/10 of a gram. So it's a very high quality chef scale. It also weighs up to 13 pounds, which is better than most kitchen scales, right? Oh yeah. This app was developed by the Perfect Company using our recipes. There's over 600 recipes on this app. So what I do is when I pick a recipe I like, I call it a favorite, and then it puts all my favorites together. So I'm going to use the citrus green smoothie up here. When you choose a recipe off the app, it gives you a little nutritional information about that recipe, and it lists all the ingredients. If you have all the ingredients, you just hit blend. And it tells you the first step to make the perfect citrus green smoothie is to put the container on the scale. The scale weighs the container and checks it off and says, congratulations, you just began the first step to a perfect citrus green smoothie. The first ingredient is an orange. Now oranges come in all different sizes. They usually only come in one color. If you can guess what color orange comes in, I'll give you a sample for free. It turns out top doctors and nutritionists recommend you get a Vitamix because not only will you eat more fruits and vegetables, that's been shown in a study about twice as much fruits and vegetables, but you also eat more parts of the fruits and vegetables. And this is why the top doctors and nutritionists, they say it's not enough just to drink fruit juice. It's not enough to eat the soft part of an apple or an orange, the center core. About 70% of the vitamin C is actually in the pith. The scale weighs it and says an orange of that size is about 137 calories, but it's also calculating the vitamin C content, the fiber, and as long as the orange is the right size, it'll move on to the next ingredient. Now this is a very large orange. Most of the oranges we've been doing have been between 80 to 120 calories. If you want to get perfect results, now in this smoothie I don't think you can have too much orange, right? But what if this was a mango habanero dressing? You don't want to overdo the habanero. So let's pretend this is hollandaise sauce or habanero dressing, and I want to be within the right range. I can take some out, and then it says that's in the range that's acceptable. Again, realistically at home in a smoothie, I would have still left it and would have kept those calories there. The next ingredient is a pineapple. It turns out the best part of the pineapple for you is the center core. The center core of the pineapple is loaded with an enzyme called bromelain. Bromelain lowers inflammation. Don't we all have anti-inflammatories in our medicine cabinet? You know, we call them Tylenol and Advil. Well, help the food be your medicine. And take a look at this. See these sharp edges? And that center core? That's why many people don't buy fresh pineapple anymore, because by the time you cut away those parts, you feel like you literally have thrown away half the pineapple. Not only does Vitamix give you back the entire slice of pineapple, but with every smoothie you get a free bracelet. Yeah, that didn't work for my wife either. She wasn't impressed. 11 ounces of pineapple. Well, how much is 11 ounces? I don't know. I'm not a scale. Oh, it's a lot more than that. So this is like having a professional chef who created these recipes standing next to you, saying, add more, add more. You might be like, really? He's like, or she's like, add more. As long as you're in the right range, it moves on to the next ingredient. Let me show you how sensitive the scale is. Remember I said it's accurate down to 1/100th of an ounce? I'm going to put in some spinach. The yellow line tells us that we're about halfway there, right? So what I'm going to do is take the spinach leaf, and I'm going to show you that even half of a spinach leaf, not even half the leaf, watch that yellow line, it moved it. If you didn't see that, I'm going to take another piece, it moved it. And again, the amount of spinach in here probably makes no difference, but if you're making hollandaise sauce, the amount of lemon juice makes a big difference. You don't have to know how much. And moves on to the next ingredient. Now, for some reason, some of the ingredients in here, when they program the recipes, they don't measure, they don't weigh it. We just showed that it can weigh half a leaf of spinach, but certainly we has measured this line. But it's saying here, this item is not measured, so once it's in there, you can just hit next.
Yeah, it's
and then banana. Did I show you? I showed you on the orange what happens if you add too much of an ingredient. So we're going to just keep adding banana. That's it. The next ingredient is the reason why I use my kitchen scale, my chef's scale, with my Vitamix all the time. Have you ever made a recipe that called for honey? And you put the honey in the measuring cup. You see where I'm going with this? And you stand there all day trying to get it to come out. And then you get out a spoon or a knife to get it out. Now you have to wash the measuring cup and a spoon. So with the Vitamix, with the Perfect Blend scale, take a look. It's actually able to measure individual drops of the agave or honey. And then the final ingredient is ice. Ice controls not only temperature, but also the texture. Too much ice means like
digital touchscreen, it has a
that you won't be able to pour it in the glass. Now, here's where some additional magic happens when you work with a new model of Vitamix. Who here already has a Vitamix? Show of hands. All right, so almost everybody has a Vitamix. Do you have the new one with the clear lid, or do you have the rubber lid? Clear lid, fantastic. A lot of you have the new Ascent series. Did you get it with the scale? Fantastic. So what we're doing here, you can do with at home. For those of you that have a model that's the old rubber lid, it doesn't have the Bluetooth connectivity in the machine. But everything we did, you can do in your container, in your Vitamix. So the scale, which is just $99.95 today, will still make you an expert on over 600 recipes that are on the app. But when you have the Ascent machine, and if you buy the Ascent machine today, we give you the $100 scale for free. You wake it up from an energy-conserving sleep mode. Do you see that little non-sign there? It says it can't see a container on top. It's looking for one. When I put the container on, not only does it find the container, it asks for the blending instructions from the app on your smartphone or tablet. Every one of those 600 recipes has a blending program, and you just hit start. So even the blending time and speed will be perfect. For those of you that have the older model, it will show you a picture of your model, and it will tell you what settings, what dials, what speed control. It'll even set a timer on it and tell you when to shut your machine off. But you'll have to manually shut it off. The new model here, the new Ascent series, it's going to shut off automatically. The premium model of Vitamix also has a timer built in. It shows you how much time is left on your smoothie. This is why we call the addition of a Perfect Blend scale with any model of Vitamix makes a perfect blending system. We're just giving you that convenience and that expertise with your Vitamix today, and only at the New York State Fair can you get it with the scale free. One more nice feature about the scale that you can use with any model of Vitamix. I'm simulating the weight of a cup. It could be a real glass, it could be a thermos, it could be a plastic cup, something heavier than a Dixie cup. When I simulate a cup and I put it on the scale weighs it. It says, I think you just gave me a glass or a cup, and take a look at the calories. Because it measures the amount of orange, the amount of banana, the amount of spinach, it knows that much of that smoothie is 37 calories. Now, if you go to a supermarket and you pay $4, $5, $8 for a bottle of smoothie, do you ever look at the ingredients? The first ingredient is almost always apple juice. Apple juice is mostly water and sugar. It doesn't give you the concentration because it's really diluting the juice. It's to make it more affordable for you when you buy it at the supermarket. We probably made this the whole container of fruit for less money than what you would spend at a supermarket. And when you look at the nutritional fact label on that smoothie, for that whole bottle, it's probably only about 50% of your daily vitamins. Take a look at the track serving. That is the nutritional fact label for that size serving. You actually get a nutritional fact label for your recipe. And that little cup there contains 40% of your daily vitamin C. So those of you that already have a Vitamix, most of us do, that's why every day you make a smoothie, you feel fantastic, right? And the scale makes you an instant expert in all the recipes on the app. Look at how silky smooth, no chunks, no lumps. If you have a picky eater at home, they will love what comes out of the Vitamix. Stick around, we're going to make you some hot soup next. Don't miss this opportunity to get our top-of-the-line Vitamix for the lowest price all year, and the free gift that's only available to you at these special fair events.
Sure?
Citrus green smoothie made with Regularly $620. Often the metal finishes are extra, but you can take it home today for only $549. And we give you the $100 chef scale, which makes a perfect blending system. And take a look at the setting on the front for cleaning. Warm water, drop of dish soap, your Vitamix cleans itself. That means you never have to take it apart. You never have to take the blades out. It's so easy to clean, you will use your Vitamix every day. Most families are using their Vitamix 2 or 3 times a day. And if you make a smoothie first thing in the morning, you'll know that your family is getting all the fruits and vegetables they need before they even leave the house in the morning. When the cleaning cycle has stopped, we're going to rinse the suds out with fresh water, and we're going to make you a hot soup. So right now we are at the New York State Fair in Syracuse. It gets very cold here in the winter, as it does in a lot of the country. So I want you to imagine you just came home from work and you have nothing ready for dinner. You're hungry, you're cold, right? And you're probably going to order a pizza, or you're going to go out to a restaurant. You know that's a lot of money in calories and sodium usually. Or you're going to reach for maybe something natural in the freezer, but it's not fresh. You need to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. When you have a Vitamix, you can put in a whole tomato with the skin and the seeds, a whole stalk of celery, and even put in a whole carrot. Real quick and easy. And a clove of garlic. And on your clove of garlic, you don't have to take the skin off the inner clove of the garlic. It's going to liquefy even the inner skin. Now before I finish making our soup, you'll often hear me say that the Vitamix is 13 kitchen appliances in one. It's a great use of counter space. On setting 10, the center dial speed, we're faster than any other machine on the market. On setting 1, we're slower than other machines on the market. So you get a wider range of what the Vitamix is going to do. Slow speeds, long blades, large container gives you a great food processor. Go here like salsa, right? Chunky guacamole, chunky baked bruschettas, minced onions, great cheese. Do these at low speed, and you get great chunky results. Wouldn't that be a great salsa? But this is soup. So let's finish our soup. I didn't have to pre-chop anything to make soup. The only thing I need to do is add some broth or bouillon. Today I'm using better than bouillon. And I'm going to add some taco seasoning because I'm making tortilla soup. But if you want to make an Italian soup, add basil, add oregano. You pick the flavors. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
So right now, at home, I'm probably going to pour in cold broth. That means everything goes in cold. When everything goes in cold, we use the automatic setting here, and it'll run for 5 minutes and 45 seconds. And when it shuts itself off, it'll be about 130 degrees hotter than when we started. The heat is happening by friction. I'm going to illustrate that to you in a minute. At home, 5.5 minutes goes by really fast. At the fair, waiting to have a sample, it feels like forever. So I'm going to speed up the process by putting in some hot water. Don't worry, your container here is safe up to several hundred degrees. There's almost no steam because the vegetables are all cold. And I'm going to use the hot soup setting and hit start. But we won't need to go the full time because it's already the soup pre-warmed with the hot water. Notice it's starting at medium speed around setting 5. You can hear it going up to setting 6, to 7, and 8. When it reaches setting 10, it's spinning at roughly 35,000 RPM. That's faster than any other machine on the market. So it can produce a smoother soup and actually heat without the need for a separate stove or microwave. You don't even have to add the hot water. It would normally take about 6 minutes. If you've ever had a soup at a restaurant, especially a butternut squash soup or lobster bisque or creamy tomato, and it's so silky smooth that you went home and tried to use a stick blender, you can do that all day long with a stick blender, and it's never going to make it this smooth because they don't spin fast enough. Restaurants, this is the #1 choice by restaurants, smoothie shops, coffee shops. Okay, that big coffee shop chain out of Seattle, almost every single one of their stores uses the Vitamix to make those frappes. They also use their machines to make whole milk foam drinks, and we invented the little container for the whole milk foam. stays cool because it cools better than ever before. And it's designed to be able to last for decades, and it can run literally for an hour with the freaking machine. But you don't need to go any more than maybe 5 or 6 minutes. This cups out. It's been running for almost 2 minutes. Take a look at the heat on the soup. Ready? Look at that. Look at how much hotter that got. Now we can serve it right now. It's a nice creamy broth. But if you ever think you might get tired of always having cream of tomato, cream of celery, cream of mushroom, cream of asparagus, broccoli cheddar soup, you want something smooth, add ingredients at the end. In this case I'm adding spinach, but at home for a Southwest soup I'd probably use cilantro. Set it to setting 2 or even 3. These are the slower food processor speeds. And use the pulse button on the front of the machine to chop in the spinach or leftover chicken. You can put leftover chicken breast in here as long as it's already cooked. And chop it in, you have chicken tortilla soup. A lot of times I'll make this soup when I have leftover cooked rice. Maybe I had some Chinese takeout or something, I had all this rice left over. I put the rice in, open a can of black beans, and on the lowest speed, setting 1, I stir in the beans and rice. The average family wastes probably about $5 to $10 a week. I think it was actually a news report yesterday or the day before. Up to 1/3 of what's in our refrigerators get thrown away in some ways. But now you can add things to a soup, use up your leftovers, it's more affordable, it's the right thing to do. This will taste like it's been simmering for hours on the stove, but it took us minutes, not hours. And it's healthier than food that's been boiling away its nutrition on the stove. These are simply raw vegetables that have been juiced and warmed by the friction. Come on up, try this soup, and I'm going to make you some ice cream next. We'll give you some dessert after you've had your soup. Don't miss this opportunity. This is our very best Vitamix. This is our newest series of Vitamixes. We'll hit wash, hit start, and we're going to demonstrate this perfect blend scale up next with our recipe app. Yes, they did a national sale that started over the weekend. Did you get good before that? Ah, yeah. So call Vitamix. Have them call your paperwork, call them and see if they can do something for you. I don't know if they will.
Yeah, take a picture of it.
Yep. And you can also see it online too, but do it before September 8th because that sale ends September 8th. Now I don't know if you can go to the grocery store and if something goes on sale, they'll honor something good, but call them and ask them. Call them and ask them. They have great
A lot of times in 30 days they
Call them and ask them. They probably will, but I can't speak for them. What's that? Simple tortilla soup. It's on the recipe app under Simple Tortilla Soup. It's also on the recipe cup. So you can take a clean one. You're welcome.
Got a question for you.
Yes.
In that book, the recipes in that book,
Yes.
are they up here?
Most of them are.
Because I couldn't get the avocado and the lime, the number one up there. Couldn't get it up.
Wait, you can always add it manually, but they're in the process of always updating the app.
When I add it manually, I go to
You go to make your own recipe, go to more, and it says add a new recipe, pick what type of recipe. By the way, don't worry too much about which type of recipe. You can modify that later.
that recipe.
You can actually manually put it in. So for now, we're going to actually make a carrot avocado ice cream. So to make carrot avocado ice cream, I look over the ingredients and hit blend. With the scale, it tells you to put the container on the scale. It weighs the container, verifies it's the right container, and then moves on to the first ingredient, which is an avocado, half an avocado.
My sister-in-law didn't use her tamper. She used that instead.
You hit the blades.
Hit the blades of the button.
Yeah, so to call them, they'll replace that. They probably replace it. Yeah, they actually cover a lot of accidental damage on their warranties.
Did she have to send anything back?
Again, call one of her Vitamix, find exactly what, I don't understand why they'd want it back. They'd probably just say no. They'll send it back. Send it to her. Right? So, first ingredient, half an avocado. It weighs it, it says, that looks close enough to half an avocado, but it gives you the exact calorie content for that much avocado. I just absolutely love not having to wash measuring cups and measuring spoons when I use the scale. Especially when the ingredient is something sticky like honey or agave. And now it's going to ask for some carrot. So, there we go. And the next ingredient is ice. Now before I put the ice in, let me show you how you can modify a recipe. So if you want, this recipe, from my experience in the past, looks a lot like pumpkin. And even sometimes with the full size carrot, the richness of that carrot, it sometimes even tastes a little bit like squash. So I asked myself, well, what would make sense as a dessert that tastes like squash, like pumpkin pie? So at this time of year, being coming into the fall, if you want, you can actually use the pencil icon and tell it you want to add another ingredient just before the ice. Add some pumpkin spice, and then you can save it. You do it right before you make the recipe. Now, right now, I'm adding it because it thinks it's ice. It just thinks I put in a tiny little bit of ice. So that's why it's not showing up. But you can actually modify it to get that ingredient in there. Ice is the #1 reason why blenders break. It's the hardest thing for blenders to blend. With Vitamix, it has a 2.2 horsepower motor. Ice won't make it stop. And it has all metal in the drive system, so ice, the 2.2 horsepower is not going to break any of the parts. The Vitamix goes into energy conserving sleep mode. That's the mode it's in right now.
What if you don't shut off that machine ever?
It will go into just energy conserving sleep mode. Yep. Of course, the least energy consumption will be on plug, but there's also an on-off switch on the side. So once you're in wake mode, put the container on the machine and take a look at the screen. It actually asks for the blending instructions from the app on your smartphone or tablet. And then just hit start. Yep. So it's going to be a learning process. When you have any questions, there's no demo. You can call 1-800-VITAMIX. Left on your recipe. This button? Oh, that's you could use that one if you weren't using the app. I didn't use that yet. I allowed the app because the app was helping me build my recipe. When the container went over, it automatically sent the instructions to the machine. But if I was not using the app, or if I just didn't realize it would do that, I could have also hit the ice cream button. Now, when it's perfect, it's really perfect.
Got its own brain.
Nice and thick, creamy. Turn it over in order to mix up the flavors.
So
No, I'm just kidding.
This button here.
That's the pulse button. You want to know what that does?
No, you already showed me.
Sure?
How do you feel?
Because I cooked, no, I'm not going to use this. I said pumpkin pie ice cream.
That is really unusual. What is it for this minute?
Rick, grab or you ain't going to
How did you
Yes,
get it
mother.
to show up again?
How did I get it to show up?
Tell it to do it.
Wait for it to have to catch up. Put it on the things.
All right, so this is the Vitamix A3500, top of the line of all the Vitamix models. This is part of the newest Scent series, and only here at the New York State Fair are you getting our free gift, professional kitchen scale, the perfect blend scale, a $100 value, included today with the discounted price of $549.95. And next up, you're welcome. Next up, Guy is going to get up here and he's going to continue the demo. I'm even going to leave him some dirty dishes, but he doesn't mind because the Vitamix is so easy to clean. How you doing today? Yes, sir. Yes.
So I'm eating.
And that's it.